back to the channel. We're continuing the week of WWE Ultimate Edition figures. This one's a new release. Haven't had it for very long, and I'm ready to get him out of the box. We have WWE Ultimate Edition Bobby Lashley with United States title. So this is one I don't have in the collection of titles. So I'm really happy to get hold of this United States Championship. I've got the old WCW version of United States Championship. This was really nice. The one they're using right now is really nice. So excited to add this to the collection. Excited to add Bobby Lashley up on the shelf. So let's get him out so we can do that. All right, there we go. We've got the almighty Bobby Lashley up here on the pedestal. Once again, this is Ultimate Edition. This is one of the brand new ones. It's not been out for very long. I was super excited. I've enjoyed Bobby Lashley for a long time. I got to see him live when he was in TNA back in the day. Funny story with that. My best friend and I got a group of us together, and we went, and his girlfriend at the time had I believe he was 10-year-old son, and he was really into wrestling, so we took him with us, and it was great because as soon as we walked in the door, there is the beautiful people sitting at the table. Earl Hebner and Abyss is standing there. He was in complete awe, which was awesome, and we got our programs and stuff, and got to see them guys. It was a lot of fun. We got inside, and they announced that they're going to draw seats using the seat number, and the ones that's numbers get called get to go to the locker room and meet Bobby Lashley. So we didn't think anything of it. The drawing started, and he could not. I can't remember if it was needing to use the restroom or wanting to go to the concession stand and get something to eat and drink. But nonetheless, we got up. We all went together. Except for one of our buddies and my now wife. She stayed back, and because it was so loud in there, they called the seat number. We didn't hear it because we were outside the arena part of it. So they called the seat number, and we had all agreed that if one of our seat numbers got called, we would let the 10-year-old go back and meet Bobby Lashley. And we of course we figured, since he's 10, they're going to have one of us go with him. No big deal. Our big thing was if the seat got called, let him go. Well, it got called, or one of our seats, I can't remember which one. But anyways, I want to say it was his. And my now wife was sitting there and trying to get a hold of us. Of course, we could not hear our phones going off. I would say at the time, I had a Motorola Razr. Something like that. That'd tell you how long ago it was. But none of us could hear our phones ringing, and nobody felt the vibration because it was so packed. And instead of letting it go to waste, she went for it. So my wife got to go back there and meet Bobby Lashley in the locker room. So it was a really cool moment for her. We still got, we got our butts chewed when we took the 10-year-old home because he was wearing a brand new shirt that cost, I think, $50 to $75. He just got it at, what was the name of that store in the mall? I can't remember the name of it, but it was one of those stores that sells $50 shirts, and he had just got it, and we didn't have anything else for him to get signed. And after the show, all the guys come out and were signing autographs. And so we had them sign his shirt. He took that shirt home with a good 10, 15 signatures on it. So we got in trouble for a minute, but then, it was like, okay, that's a once in a lifetime opportunity. Now he's got this shirt that's got all those autographs on it. And it's a memory that'll last, a long time. So anyways, story time's over. Let's talk about Bobby Lashley real quick. So let's take a look at the back of the box. You can see there's the figure. There's Bobby. Who's he got? I'm trying to figure out who this is on his shoulders. But anyways, let's look at this. 6'3". He's from Colorado Springs, Colorado. His finisher is the Hurt Lock. Career highlight, WWE champion. Here's this. I'll read it. If you want to read through it better, you can pause it right here. Bobby Lashley has dominated superstar after superstar on his way to championship glory from the moment he stepped foot inside a WWE ring. A marvel of pure power and raw athleticism with the mixed martial arts background to match. Bobby Lashley truly is almighty. Here's the side of the box. Love these boxes. They're so nice. He does come with the United States Championship and a Bobby Lashley shirt. So we'll be looking at all those here in just a second. This looks like a really cool figure. I can't wait to get it out of the box. So let's not jabber about it, and let's do it right now. All right. Once again, WWE Ultimate Edition, and of course, it is a fantastic looking figure. But before we really get into the figure itself, I want to finish talking about the box. So let's see. All right, we always look at what's written on the top and bottom. So on this one, we've got the Almighty on the top part, and then Chief Hurt Officer on the bottom. Okay. So as you can see, the way these open, just 3 pieces of tape, and they open straight up. Another addition they've started adding on the more recent Ultimate Editions, these spots here are where the heads go. They have a much larger spot up here to actually pop the heads out easier. And now, this one comes with the championship belt. It's got a spot right here to help get the belt out. So that's very awesome. I will say they, on the Ultimate Editions, have started adding more of the little plastic ties in them. On Bobby, he had them on both wrists and both legs. I forgot to say anything about it on the Rock figure I just did earlier this week. That one he had ties on both ankles and ties on 2 of the sets of hands he comes with. So they used to not have near as many in these Ultimate Editions, and now they kind of have started putting those in the Ultimates. I'm not sure why, but it might be because they're so easy to open. They're trying to prevent figure swaps. Probably won't help. But anyways, let's take a look at the accessories he comes with, and then we're going to grab the figure and really look close at him. So, all right. There is one head. And then we have a screaming head. Pretty good. Pretty good. Good head sculpt. I kind of think I know which head I'm going to put on him, but we'll damn. And as usual, I can't do an unboxing without dropping a hand. That's fine, we're used to that, right? All right. Now, that's what I get for trying to do this a different way. So, he come with the closed fist hands. Of course, one of them is taped up. And then he comes with a pair of these hands. These are going to be a pain, I can already tell. Hopefully I can get it to focus and show them. So he's just putting the finger up like that. That is either for that pose to where he's got his fingers up, or maybe it just wants me to put one of them on so he can acknowledge the tribal chief. Oh, you know, I can't help myself. All right, so we have a t-shirt. It says Almighty, Timeless, Bobby Lashley. And I saved the best accessory for last. And I'm trying to do that. There we go. We've got the WWE United States Championship. It does have Bobby Lashley plates on the side. They're hard to see in this. Go ahead and zoom a little bit and see if that helps some. Oh, there we go. All right, and there's the Bobby Lashley plates on the side. That's much better. Let me show that shirt one more time, because I didn't think I would have to zoom for that crud, but whatever. It doesn't want to cooperate today, so bring it back. There you go. What's it say across the bottom? Oh, okay, so it says, focus, Almighty, Timeless, two-time WWE Champion Bobby Lashley. Oh, the Master of the Hurt Lock. So that's cool. So let's get into the figure. Let's take a look. So this is the head that came on him. It's not bad. As you can see, we've got Bobby Lashley, who's just jacked. And he's got a tattoo. It's really kind of hard to tell what it's supposed to be. Focus. Looks like some kind of like Viking or something. That's cool. That's cool though. I'm going to change his hands real quick. And I'm going to put a different head on real fast just for a pose while we keep talking about him. Oh, he usually does it like this. That's what it is. Try to get the pose right here. Okay. Go ahead and tell you guys now. I'm noticing a bit of a loose neck joint. Let's see. How close is that? Yeah. There you go. Check that out. But yeah, so I will tell you, I'm putting very, very little force into that for his neck to move. But looking at the tights, there you got the Almighty logo on there. Says Almighty on this side. Of course, it doesn't want to focus good. And then EPA. And then the boots got the red and yellow straps to match the tights there. So very cool. Definitely a good looking figure. Definitely has a good looking title with it. I was super excited to be able to add that to my collection. If you guys haven't seen it, a lot of my title belts I've got in a line running across the bottom of my shelves. And I was really wanting to put this version of the United States title. I had the very old version of the United States title that Goldberg came with. He came with that and Big Gold. So I actually have both of those up there. And I was really wanting this one. I do like the newer United States title. It's before they started, oh, look at me. I got it upside down. Before they started changing up the championship belts, that was one of the ones that I still was really enjoying. You know, they recently, not long ago, I guess it's been a little while, but the newer Intercontinental title that Gunther holds, that one's really nice. I cannot wait to get a Gunther figure that has that. Hopefully it's going to be Ultimate Edition. Please. So I would love to have that to add to the shelf. I probably will just put this one on the shelf. I won't put it on Bobby. Just because I wanted to have that showing. As far as the other titles that were out at the time, you know, the Universal, whatever, both titles, you know, I had the red and blue. I've got plenty of those. I've got the all black one that came with The Rock. The tag titles are, well, we don't want to get into that. This will turn into a very long unboxing video, but I want them to redo those. But as far as the titles that were going at the time, this was one of the best. So, it's a great looking belt. There's nothing wrong with the way this one is. I feel like it kind of lost some of its luster over the past several years. It's kind of getting it back, but still needs some help. But it is a much welcome addition. I will. I'm gonna change him up a little bit. I'm gonna do one more thing with him. So let me just jump off. I'll do a cut scene here, and then we'll be right back, and I'll show you a different variation of the way to display this figure. All right, and there he is. He's got the shirt on. He's wearing the belt. Nothing wrong with that. It is a great looking pose when you put that stuff on him. Once again, I'm having issues with this zoom, but here we go. Let me take a look real quick. I'm going to check for other loose joints, that loose neck. You know what? With this head on, it doesn't move quite as much, but it still has play in it. Check anything else. Yeah. Yeah, so no other loose joints or anything like that. So that's all great news. That's what we want. We don't want so tight joints that we break the figure when we try to make poses. But we do want joints that are tight enough to let them stay standing up. So one issue you can deal with, I'm gonna just tell y'all why we look at the joints on the figures, because some people, probably not people that watch these, because if you're watching an unboxing, you're probably a collector or figure lover. So, but I'll explain anyway, in case you're watching with a significant other or somebody who might not understand why maybe you get upset if you buy a figure and you get him out of the box and he's got loose joints. So say for instance with the loose loose neck joint, so that will make, that could make your head always droop down. So if you was like to have a picture where maybe you're got a WrestleMania sign back here and you wanted to hold their head up to look at it to do a photo op or something, it won't do that. But more importantly, when you're looking at joints, the ones you really are afraid of when you get loose joints are going to be the ab crunch joint, which is right behind the shirt right here. As you can see, I just tilted him forward some with it. And I did have to use a good bit of pressure, so that's a good sign. Your knee joints, See, that right there is a sign that that title's going on my shelf. Your knee joints, if those are loose, he could potentially just fall backwards. And we don't want that. Same with these. Hold your hands up, Bobby. Dadgum you. These right here, the hip joints, if those are loose, you're going to have a really hard time standing him up. Same thing with ankle joints. I've had a few where the ankle joints are very loose, and that becomes very problematic when you're posing. So even especially with an ankle joint that's loose, even if you have a stand on them, you guys know that I like to use stands. The other half of GWP, he likes to use stands. It gives you some stability against vibration and stuff, where they don't just fall over. However, if you have loose joints, even if you have a stand, plop, he's going over. So, whereas a loose neck joint is not the end of the world, it does make changing heads very difficult because your hand moves back and forth while you're trying to push that head on. And if the balls and sockets are made correctly for the heads to pop on and off, then they're going to have to go on with you'll hear a pop. That'll let you know they've snapped on. If they're not done perfectly correctly, they may not make that pop sound, and they may not be on there as good. May not be the end of the world, though. This figure definitely makes the pop when you're changing the head. Don't know if you guys heard that earlier in the video when I took the head off. But we've got a great figure here. Happy to add him to the collection. That being said, if you're interested in seeing the collection and how it has grown and the progression and stuff like that, what you're going to need to do is after you've gone through YouTube and liked every video on the channel and commented on every video to let us know how we've done and how we've improved, and subscribed, once you've done all that on YouTube and click the share button and shared the videos a bunch, do all that, then go over to TikTok. Search up Gladiator Wrestling Podcast. Follow us on TikTok. And almost weekly, you're going to see at least one live from either my collection or Chris's collection. And you'll see the collections progress. The only way to see what the full collection looks like, and not just see one figure on the mound or a comparison, is to go on TikTok and check out the lives. So make sure you do that, because we're having so much fun with the lives over there. We're going to continue bringing the unboxing videos and all of the podcast to YouTube. That's why I said make sure you're subscribed and have notification bells turned on, so you'll know when we drop more of these videos, and you'll get a ding every Sunday, 7 p.m. Central Time. It's telling you Gladiator Wrestling Podcast is live on YouTube. We do the podcast on Sundays, where it streams live on YouTube, Twitch, and Facebook. We've been trying to grow that to where we can add it. We're just waiting on permissions. And I got the permissions on Instagram, but it's kind of confusing, so I haven't figured it out yet. I've wrecked this week of recordings by not muting this phone. Anyways, with that being said, also follow us on Facebook, Instagram, X, Threads, all of those as well. Plus, make sure you follow us on Twitch. This year, we're bringing gaming streaming to the Twitch platform. There's so much that we want to do on all these other platforms. We want to continue with all these YouTube videos. Love making these. These are so much fun. We want to continue doing the lives on TikTok. They are extremely fun. You guys got to get over there and get involved on those. You're going to love it. And we do everything on there live, from remodeling the studios to organizing the figure collection and showing it off, all the way up to a masked man hijacking the studio and watching Monday Night Raw while we were out of studio. So there's so much fun stuff happening on TikTok that you don't want to miss, but you don't want to forget about us over here because there's a lot going on over here. That being said, if you're following us on everything, you've liked everything, you've left comments, you've shared everything you can share, then come back to the video right here. Look in the description. There's two links. One of them is to shopwwe.com. That is our partner link. Click on that link, get you some great WWE merch, like the Undertaker hat you've seen on the channel a few times if you've been following us. There's great t-shirts. We would love, and it's going to happen, to get our hands on some of those replica belts. I've got my eye on the Smoking Skull belt. You guys know how much of a Stone Cold fanatic I am. That is going to happen. Come hell or high water. I will have that Smoking Skull replica belt. So, all that great stuff is available on that. But make sure you use that link so you help us out as well. While you're doing that, now you're tired. I know you're tired. You've clicked on the like button like 25,000 times. You've hit the share button like 150 times. And you've subscribed and followed on all these different platforms and you're tired. So come back to this video. Go to the very bottom. There's another link. This is the last thing you got to click on after you've done all that and you ordered your WWE stuff. Click on the other link to W Energy. Get yourself some W Energy drink mix. The stuff is delicious and it gives you, it wakes you up and helps you focus, but it doesn't give you that energy that makes your heart race, that gives you the jitters and then causes you to crash into a blah state. It doesn't do that. And that's why we love to promote that drink, because here at Gladiator Wrestling Podcast, neither one of us are really able to drink the canned energy drinks. We have to stay away from those. We've got to watch our blood pressures and make sure that our hearts don't race like that. So this W Energy does not do that to us. That is our experience. I cannot say that you may not have the same experience, but it does not make our hearts race, does not give us the jitters. We don't crash, and the flavors are fantastic. So jump over there, fill your shopping cart up on their website, and then switch right back to the video and look at that promo code. Gladiator W Podcast, all caps. Go back to your cart, hit checkout, type in that promo code, save yourself 10%. You will not be disappointed in W Energy. It's the only kind of energy really that we're willing to promote, because we don't want to promote something that we can't drink ourselves. And I know I can't drink the canned energy drinks anymore. I used to drink them way too much, and that may have caused some of my problems. I don't know. I can't say for sure. But I drank them real bad a lot. So, it's a great product. Check it all out. That's all I got today. Thank you so much for joining me and enjoying this figure unboxing and listening to my stories and my ramblings and clicking on all the stuff I asked you to click on. Thank you so much. And as always, Gladiator out.